Alright, welcome back. So, I wanted to cover what Gleams do in Monster Super League. No doubt by now you guys have been logging in every day, or you've completed your monthly quest, you've gotten your first Holy Gleam, and you might be like, well, what do we do with these Gleams? I don't know. I don't know what's the right way or the wrong way to use them and whatnot, and that's kind of what I want to cover here. So, if you're coming from the sliming video or just from playing Monster Super League, you guys should know that to evolve an Astromon to their Evolution 3, you need to have 16 copies of that Astromon to do it naturally. Um, However, if you notice, that's a little bit harder to do with 5-star Astromon and certain 4-star Astromon, but I won't get into that. But to summon 16 copies of the same 5-star Astromon would take a lot of gems, a lot of time, and it's ridiculous if I'm being honest. It's very hard to do. It's not impossible. However, what Gleams are meant to do in the game is to lighten that burden. So what Gleams do is they take that from having to have 16 Astromon down to only 4 Astromon. That's a big cut. So luckily last month on the Primo Festival, and I'm going to showcase this with Sherazade here, I summoned just over the amount that I need. So I only need 4 of these Sherazades to make her an Evolution 3, and that's through Gleams. So let's kind of cover the types of Gleams that you're going to see during the month. You get 2 Gleams by doing your monthly and by just logging into the game. Monster Super League gives you these 2 Gleams for free. As long as you're doing your monthly quest, you'll have a second one. The third one comes from the Tower of Chaos, floor 50. So as you play the game, as you get better gems and your team, you evolve your team, you should be able to get to floor 50 pretty easily. And this is how you can get 3 free Holy Gleams. Now, there are other Gleams in the game, and I'm going to show them here real quick. You have Fire Gleam, you have the Water Gleam, and you also have the Wood Gleam. So these are the 4 types of Gleams that you get into the game. Now, they're always 1 star, and to point it out, they cannot be evolved. So they cannot be upgraded to a second evolution, and I will just touch on that here in a second on what that can do. But to showcase what I mean also with this, with the Gleams, so if I was to click on Sherazade here, coming back to her, and hit Evolve, you'll notice it says, hey, do you want to use the Sherazade you have? In this case, we don't. I have these Holy Gleams, but I also have the Water Gleam. Holy Gleams specifically can be used on any Astromon, and it's also good to point out that these Gleams only are used on Evolution 1. They can only be used on Evolution 1. And clicking on my Water Victoria here, she is an Evolution 2 right now, because I have not put her to Evolution 3. You notice how the Holy Gleam and the Water Gleam is gone as compared to here. That means that these Gleams, again, can only be used on Evolution 1 Astromon, not 2. The only exception is that Monster Super League has started to give out these Super Gleams. This is a Super Holy Gleam. This one can be used on any Evolution 2 Astromon, and used to as fodder for that. They have them for the water and water, wood, and fire Gleams as well, but those are few and far between. And you only get those if I think you can buy one in the store. I don't know. Don't go in there all the time, or they give it out through a festival. So, but just so you know, these Gleams can only be used on Evolution 1. And again, it goes on each type. So, fire gets fire, water gets water, wood gets wood Gleam. But again, the Holy Gleam can be used on any of them. So, moving forward though, I'm going to go ahead and use these 3 on Sherazade here. Now, because she is a 5-star, this is going to cost a lot of gold. That's just the nature of the beast. It does go up with costs. So, but there you go. We just used what we get for free in the game, and we have our Evolution 2 Sherazade done and ready to go as far as being into the next one. Now, something I covered in my sliming video, the same thing you do here. I just evolved an Astromon. I need to come back out as long as I'm still within my limit, my 1,000 gem limit. Make sure you guys come out and get your reward, and then come back in and continue what you're doing. So, right, so we were gonna do this one. So again, I prime her with the Gleems. Go ahead and hit the evolve. And this is just like if you had the copies of it. So you just loading them up and getting them ready, and then we come in here. We'll use our fire Gleems. And I almost didn't go out. I said this in a sliming video that you don't want to get into a rush doing this. Make sure you tab out, get your gems. So now we're going to go ahead and evolve her. And then for our last one, we use these Gleems again. And I'm a little, see, I was making sure. Go out, get my gems. Now, once again, this is the trick that you can do. So we're going to go from an evolution 2 to a 3 after we do this one. So this is the quest for evolution 1 to 2. So we're going to get 10 gems here. However, because it's a different quest for evolution 3, so I'm going to prime her with all 3 of these. We're going to evolve her. I'm not going to lose any gems by doing another evolution because it's a different quest. And that'll make sense as you go through, but there we go. There's a 5-star fully evolved just by using the Gleems that I've saved up over however many months it's been now. And yes, it does take quite a while. There's multiple ways to get them, and I will kind of show the main ways I know of to get your Gleems on here. The one major way that you're going to be doing it is through the league. So doing the PvP in the game gives you the league medals, and this is to get 1 Gleam per week. This is definitely something 100% you should be doing on your new account, is using up your tickets, getting your medals, and getting your Gleam, because you get to choose what Gleam you have. So for example, let's say you had going back on here, let's say I had summoned not a variety of Shahrazads, but let's say they were all fire. So let's say I wanted to do the water and the fire. So that means I had 4 copies of the fire. I need fire Gleems. I don't need wood Gleems, right? So in this, the good thing about the league shop is this lets you choose the Gleam that you get. So in this case, I would target every week getting this up here. Now, this is where my information in the game kind of is a little. I don't do everything in the game, but you'll notice here you also get an egg by doing all the daily quests. This is a Gleam egg. So while this is random, this is picked randomly. This is another Gleam to your arsenal. You can also just get your 3 Gleems a month, and that's your other way of evolving your 5 stars. And like I had mentioned before, some 4 stars, because you can go out and catch or get the majority of 3 stars in the game pretty easily. So it's really when it comes down to the 4 stars in the game. Like again, if I was going to do Venus, and I can show that here in a second, but even on these capture festivals, when we get these ones specifically, here's another Gleam. You always want to be targeting this one. Yes, it's chosen at random, but you guys just saw the power of these Gleams and letting you do it, letting you evolve your Astromon. So specifically in here, I'm slacking on this one, unfortunately, but you should be doing this one as well. This is another Gleam. So Monster Super League has a bunch of ways to give you Gleams now to help you evolve your Astromon. We have here Vitra Boss in the shop. By getting 300 of these, you get to purchase this once per week. Unfortunately, again, it's at random, but once again, it's a Gleam though. These are to help you, so definitely get out here and get these Gleams. Especially get your 3 Holy Gleams for free. Definitely be pushing towards this level 50. Right here. Yeah, get to this. At least get to floor 50. Get your third Holy Gleam. You know, and this way you can start building up the Astromon that you're summoning. That's really the only way you're going to progress your account. Is going out and getting sliming done every week to get the gems, so you can come into the shop here, right, and do some summons, get some better Astromon and whatnot. So hopefully that helps you guys understand what Gleams are used for, how they're used, and the power behind them. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.